Road, not Highway 21, because Highway 21 will remain closed indefinitely. But Gulfstream Road is going to be opened back up. That is our goal at 4:30 to try and alleviate some of the traffic issues. So that is the only local update I have, and I would like to introduce with the 165th Senior Master Sergeant Roger Parsons.
Hello, I'd like to thank you all for being here today. And first and foremost, before anything else, our thoughts and prayers go out to our brothers and sisters at the Puerto Rico Air National Guard. This is never a fun incident, and we're with them. We're here to support them, and we'll be here the entire time to support them. At 11:28 today, a C-130 Hercules aircraft from the Puerto Rico Air National Guard crashed. At this time, what's happening right now is there's an interim safety board that will be securing the scene, and they will secure that scene for as long as it takes to start the process of investigating this to find out what the cause and look at all the factors in this. The Mortuary Affairs team is also en route from Charleston, South Carolina, and they will be here on the ground to work with the casualties here. I'd like to thank the local authorities. As you look around and see the crowd here of authorities from the police department, sheriff department, fire departments, and all the other agencies, this is a team effort, and we appreciate that. We're here to work together, you know, for this scene. And as we have more information, we'll come forward. Right now, that's the information we have, is where they were from and the aircraft. And as we have more information, we'll release it as our folks are on scene doing their job. And we'd like to thank you again.
Were you able to tell us at all, were they taking off from Savannah International? Were they coming from Fort Stewart?
They were taking off from the airport here, yes, sir.
Senior Master Sergeant, can you talk about the difference between a military investigation and what we would see with potentially a civilian plane crash here? Because, you know, a lot of people work civilian plane crashes, but there is a difference. Can you just talk about what we can expect to see with this one?
To be honest, that's not my area of expertise, and I wouldn't want to answer that and give out any information that wouldn't be accurate. So I can just say that there will be a safety board that will be convened of experts that are you know, skilled at looking at these type of crashes and that to determine what happened and to try to make sure, because our goal is always safety and to find out what happened and you know, so it doesn't happen again.
There have been some discrepancies over what kind of plane this was. Was it a cargo type plane or the weather?
It was a C-130 Hercules cargo plane.
Was it a Hurricane Hunter though?
No, sir, it wasn't. It was a cargo plane.
Okay. What's the scope of this? I mean, this is our first time asking questions. What's the scope of this? How big is it? Why is this area going to be closed for such a significant amount of time?
I would have to actually refer to Deputy Bilbo for that. She has more information on the road conditions and exactly how that would lay out. So she would be the one that.
Can you discuss more then about the military response? What's happening right now?
Well, right now, I mean, obviously we're here to secure the area. Like I said, we have an interim safety board. We'll be here starting as the area is made safe, which a lot of the local authorities are working on. Once the area is made safe, then that will open the door for our process of convening the safety board and starting the investigation and the things that go along with that.
What is the condition of the 4 crew members? We've heard about 5 that perished, and what's the condition of the other 4? Do we know?
At this time, we cannot confirm the number of souls on board the aircraft. We're not releasing any numbers until we get an accurate count of everything, and we want to make sure that when we can come forward that we're accurate with our numbers and that the families have all been notified previously.
The amount of people on that plane, the number of people on that plane, rather, does it look like that's the only injuries?
At this time, we're not releasing any information other than to say that there were airmen on the plane that were deceased, and but we're not giving out any numbers at this time.
Was it only airmen?
We'll come once we have a full count of who was on the airplane, the number, then we'll come forward, you know, with an accurate account of everything.
Do you know how old the plane was?
This was a routine, not routine, but it was a training mission. Can you speak generally, not specifically about this plane, about training missions, which generally involve what they do, what they don't do?
At this time, we don't have any further information to release as far as what type of mission. I don't want to speculate. as to what they were doing exactly. But as the investigation goes on and more information comes out, then we'll be forthcoming with it for you.
Do you know how old the plane was?
I do not know the age of the plane. That would we would have to refer to the Puerto Rico Air National Guard, who we are working with. We've spoken with them, and they will be involved with this, and that they would be the ones that have that type of information.
And just to clarify, you said it took off from the airport. Do y'all use the Savannah Hilton Head Airport for that, or is the National Guard actually have its own?
The Air National Guard is basically cohabitates that same airport. They're operating out of the same airport area.
What was the time frame from takeoff to crash, to your best of your knowledge?
At this time, I don't have that information. That will be a part of the investigation, and we'll come forward with that once we have accurate information of exactly what happened.
Sir, some of us have spent time with your men and women. I went down to Puerto Rico with them. Tell me about the impact, because I know that the men and women from here in Savannah do work very closely with crews and the airmen in Savannah, or in Puerto Rico. Tell me about the impact as a person, not just as a military member. What's the morale like?
Well, I can't really speak to the morale of everyone else, and actually this is a very fluid situation, so our first response is to come out here and start to look at the scene and be here with you all. Speaking personally, I mean, as I said, our thoughts and prayers go out to them. Anytime we lose any of our brothers and sisters in arms, it's devastating, and it's something we never like to have happen, but we're still here to do a job and to continue on with the missions we have to do, and we'll help our brothers and sisters from Puerto Rico.
Where was the injured taken? The injured people that were...
We haven't confirmed that there was injured. We have not confirmed a number of deaths. So any information that you have on that previously is not accurate information. Until he releases it, until it comes from his mouth, it's not accurate information.
How long had they been here in Savannah training before they took off today?
Right now we don't have that information. That information will come out later on once all the facts and we've got accurate information for you.
Do you know about the fuel capability of this aircraft, and do you know, was there enough fuel?
I couldn't answer that right now. That will all come out in the investigation. At this time, anything about what may have caused this or any facts about that aircraft will come out in the investigation. That's what the Safety Board investigation is for.
So obviously this is a heartbreaking day, but at the same time, they missed several buildings that they could have crashed into. There could have been more cars. Is that something they're trained to maybe avoid if they're in a situation like that and try to get it down safely, or is that maybe just a blessing? Or
I would refer that information as the facts come out from the Interim Safety Board. I would refer that to them because it would be speculation for me. I'm not a pilot, and refer that to the experts.
Master Sergeant, it sounds like that hosting a Puerto Rican crew like this Air National Guard crew here is not necessarily an unusual thing, or that there's some kind of a relationship established. Is there anything like that you can speak to give us some context?
Across the Air National Guard, I mean, we work together all the time in various situations. So we're brothers and sisters. We support one another in these missions, and so no matter who it is, it hurts us when something like this happens, and it affects all of us.
Was this the first time this crew was in Savannah?
I don't have any information on that yet. That'll all come out once the Safety Board investigation.
You guys, thank you very much. This is a very fluid situation. We're answering all the questions we can, but as you know, this is about all the information we have. So as we get more information, we'll be glad to update you guys, but right now that's all we have. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
oh, thank you.